The following segment sponsored by Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Bristol. Once again, it is time for Hard Rock Insider. And today we're here at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino inside the marketplace. If you're looking for somewhere good to eat, they got several somewhere good to eats here. And Tammy McMurtry joins us now. Tammy, let's talk about Marketplace. Tell us more about Marketplace.
So the Marketplace here in Bristol was the first marketplace ever for Hard Rock Casino. So it was a new concept.
Right.
We call it, for the guests, kind of like a food court in a mall because you get your choice.
Yes.
You know, if your wife likes tacos, street taco. If your son wants fish, he goes to Fish and Chicken. And your wife loves pizza, she goes to Brick. So everybody gets what they want.
Everybody gets exactly what they want. And we're going to break it down. Let's start with street tacos. Tell us about street tacos.
So street tacos is everything is made in-house.
Right.
We have flour tortillas, we have corn tortillas, and they make them from scratch. They braise the beef. We have a braised beef taco called the birria. It is cooked with a broth, and then they give you a little consomme, and they give you a little side of that to dip it in. It's kind of like a grilled cheese taco.
Oh, goodness.
So good. And then we have specials on the weekends.
Yes.
And we have boards out front that let you know what the specials are. And we also are running taco time, and that is every Friday and Saturday for this month.
$2 tacos.
$2, any taco.
Oh my goodness.
The shrimp one,
Yes.
that's my favorite.
All right, moving north of the border. Okay, we're talking about Fish and Chicken Company. Tell us about that.
Fish and Chicken is probably my favorite. So they have the best chicken tenders you will ever eat in your entire life.
All right. That's a bold statement.
So good. They have fish. They have the best macaroni salad. They do everything right over there for the Southern. And we have sweet tea. Everybody loves sweet tea.
Good comfort food.
Exactly.
I love that. And let's talk about Bricked Italian Kitchen.
Bricked is one of the fan favorites. They are very, very popular. Their pizzas are amazing. My favorite's probably the BLT sandwich.
All right.
So good. They have an onion mayonnaise on there.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And the aromas that come from that kitchen will draw you in.
Everybody loves it.
All right. And across the way over here, we have Studio 621. Tell us about that.
So 621 is a new concept for the marketplace. We opened it when we opened the casino. And they have a bourbon bar. Everybody loves it. You can order marketplace food from 621. And also they have live entertainment on Friday and Saturday. And it's very, very enjoyable.
Come in, enjoy a great beverage, enjoy some great food from the marketplace. It's a win-win for everybody.
It is.
So no matter what reason you're coming to Hard Rock, you can find a good meal and find a diverse amount of meals here at the marketplace.
Absolutely.
All right. Tammy McMurtry, thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Folks, I encourage you, the next time you're at Hard Rock, step into Marketplace and find something great to eat with your friends and family. The preceding segment sponsored by Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Bristol. Welcome back to Daytime Tri-Cities. Once again, we're going to be heading over to Kingsport because now is the time. We've been teasing this all morning long. Now is the time that we're going to announce who is coming for the Sunset Concert Series and Fun Fest this year. Amy, I'm going to let you take it away. I know there are a lot of folks that have been online guessing who's coming this morning. We're going to find out if those guesses are right, aren't we?
Chris, you gotta love live television because it is time to reveal the lineup, and everybody's kind of scattered. Everybody's been making guesses. Nobody here even knows, and there's been no peeking, right, Emily?
I mean, you better not peek.
I did not peek because you had eyes on me all over watching these barrels, but somebody's been painting over the weekend to get us ready.
We have had a team of painters. We're ready. Don't look too close at them, though.
Okay. And we are going to start with the Thursday lineup.
We are. We're going to kick off Fun Fest with our Thursday lineup, Thursday, July 23rd. Are you ready?
I've been ready. Is everybody else ready? We are so ready.
We're going Katie Nicole opening for Jeremy Camp.
And we got some of the music.
Jeremy Camp, he is the first headliner we put for our contemporary Christian concert here at Fun Fest, and we are so excited to have him back.
Same old.
So No Survivor is one of his biggest hits now. I mean, so many great hits out of him, and we're so excited. Katie Nicole rising more and more every day. She's going to sing the whole morning. We love it. So excited. Katie Nicole, Jeremy Camp, Thursday, July 23rd. Okay.
All right, we're moving our way. I'm still going to have that song in my head for a while now. And now it is Friday night. I remember who took the stage last year Friday night.
Who? The best part is last year you couldn't hear the announcement, and I still have the picture where your feet leave the ground as we announce the headliner.
I hope you quite the night. Yeah, I still have all those great pictures. Okay, are we ready for Friday night?
Friday, July 24th. Are you ready?
Are you ready? Yeah.
Okay, we have Switchfoot opening for Daughtry.
Oh, from American Idol.
Yes. So excited. I will always love his version of Wanted Dead or Alive when he was on American Idol. Home, one of my favorite songs, so much great stuff. Switchfoot has a new album coming out this year, so excited. So much new music and some of the greats out of both of these artists.
Live fail. Do you all want to sing this one with me too? I mean, these are songs. I mean, can you imagine at the stadium? Look, she's already ready. I'm still over here.
You can stay over there.
I know this is going to be one people are going to be out there in the stands singing away.
I hope so. You should know plenty of songs, that's for sure.
Yes, you
okay,
definitely
we have a surprise for you on this one. Are you ready?
I don't know. After the last couple.
Such a fun announcement for us because it is not only one, but it is two headliners on Saturday. Ooh. Two headliners, okay?
Okay.
In no particular order, except that they will perform in a particular order. Okay, first up for your headliners for Saturday night, July 25th, we're going to lead off with Leanne Rimes.
Oh!
And close it out with Brothers Osborne.
Leanne Rimes.
Can't Fight the Moonlight, right? I know, so excited. So many amazing hits out of Leanne Rimes over the years. So much new stuff. She has had so much amazing things happening this year. I mean, we are jamming. Brothers Osborne is killing it back here. I mean, so excited to have both of these. Such great artists, all of them. And so we'll have a great night of two headliners filling the night, and of course the fireworks in the air to end it.
And when you're talking about Leanne Rimes, I mean, we're talking about people have loved her. She started her career so young.
As a baby.
And is still doing incredible.
Absolutely. I mean, 11 years old, she was already killing it. So many great songs. If you were a fan of Coyote Ugly, so many great songs just out of that soundtrack alone. I think it was all of my favorite karaoke hits came out of Leanne Rimes.
Yes.
And then Brothers Osborne, so many fans out there. Excited to see both of those here at Fun Fest. So, recap. Katie Nicole opening for Jeremy Camp on Thursday. Friday, we will lead off with Switchfoot and Daughtry. And then two headliners for us on Saturday, Leanne Rimes and Brothers Osborne. Now the important part. Tickets go on sale this Thursday,
2 days.
April 9th, 10 a.m. Be sitting at your computer. You're going to want to get those tickets fast because they're going to go fast. There are a few VIP reserved seats as well. Tickets are starting at only $25 for all three shows, but get them early. Prices will go up as we get closer.
Can't Fight the Moon.
Still singing. I love it. I love it.
I mean, right? I say congratulations. What an incredible lineup. Once again, Fun Fest going to rock the stage. What do you guys think? Great lineup. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right. Thank you so much. It's always fun to do
Thank you for being here to do it.
Are you guys excited?
Yes.
Okay, now we only have 101 days to wait.
100 days.
And a few more once we get in, right?
Absolutely.
All right, as she said, tickets go on sale on Thursday, so you can get your tickets by going to funfest.net. You can also register for the Crazy Eights there. Find out all your information. You'll be able to get your T-shirts coming up very soon as well. All right, welcome back to Daytime Tri-Cities and our live coverage here at Bristol Motor Speedway as we get you ready for a weekend full of racing. And I am honored to introduce our next guest. Joining me now, Michael Waltrip. Very nice to have you. Welcome
Nice
to
to be here.
Daytime Tri-Cities.
We were just having a nice conversation. All of a sudden, you went.
I
And
know.
welcome to Bristol
Yes.
Motors.
Yes.
Like that's
Say, get into your broadcast
there's
voice.
there's things going on over there I don't
All
know
these-
about, aren't there?
These voices in my head
Yeah.
are talking to me. You ever
Those
get those?
those are in my head a lot. But
Yes, of course. You know exactly what that's like. But it's great to be able to chat with you. You said you got in yesterday.
yes.
And you went over to, of course, a lot of people know Waltrip Brewing Company.
Yeah.
You went over there, Pins and Friends.
Pins
where you
and
got it
friends, and we
now.
did some duck pin bowling or whatever you call it, and it's just really fun. It's like putt-putt compared to golf. You know,
Yes.
it's the same, but it's different.
Yeah, the
And
ball's different,
Yeah,
right?
and the pins are cool. They hang from strings, and Mainly, we have our new beer there, the big one, TBO, and it's a double lager. So you can, have a couple of those, and those pins all start to run together.
And then, by the end of the night, you're bowling great.
That's right. You tell your friends, you wouldn't believe how well I bowled.
It's going so much
But
better now.
how good does this feel? I mean, Bristol Motor Speedway in the spring, the weather this weekend, crazy, amazing. We usually have to come here and not wonder if it's going to rain, but wondering if it's going to stop.
When it's going to rain and
put
when
all
it's
that
gonna
away.
Stop. Yeah. Bring your sunglasses.
That's right.
Your sunscreen.
One of the coolest tracks in all of NASCAR, and it's going to be a great weekend of racing.
So let's talk about the history. Obviously, Bristol, such a special place. In fact, you had Waltrip Brewing, love the fans. You come back, seen you play games with them, trivia, take pictures. What's it like? I feel like Bristol's almost like a homecoming for you.
It is a lot because, back in the day when I was a kid, my brother owned this place. He won 5 straight races in a row.
Yeah.
A lot of race car drivers never finished 5 straight races in a row at Bristol. He won 5 in a row, and I think he won 12 altogether. Just an amazing record here. And so I grew up wanting to be like my big brother, and I wanted to come to Bristol, and I wanted to win on these high banks. And fortunately, I was able to get a couple of wins in the Saturday races, and almost I broke the gate off turn 2 one day.
Yeah, you certainly did.
It almost didn't end well, but every time especially this time of year, that was 4/7/90, April 7th, 1990. And this time of year, people put that on the internet and say, man, we're so glad you're still with us.
Yeah.
Makes me feel good that people care, and I'm just really feel like every day's a gift after that day, and I'm blessed to be here.
And boy, that absolutely, when you look back at that video, I mean, it is amazing.
It is
that
amazing.
You are right here on this stage, and that you still, you have such memories. You have definite highs and then definite lows here at Bristol.
The wins were cool. In 2004, we won the Friday night race, and we built that car behind my house up in North Carolina, and my buddies worked on it. And we drug it to Bristol, and just a bunch of guys that loved racing and loved cars, and to be able to win that race on that stage versus RCR, versus Richard Childress Racing, versus Hendrick, we were able to win. It meant a lot to our guys, and just the history of this place and what a big deal it is to the NASCAR fans. And the weather is generally a challenge, and I said that already, but I'm so pumped about just people showing up and not worrying about raining, and just watch some great racing. The season so far this year, especially with our trucks, every race has just been dramatic.
Yeah.
The finishes have been crazy. There's been last lap passes on, I think, 3 of the 5 races, and just crazy great racing, and looking forward to seeing what Bristol brings.
And of course, changes. Since you talk about you racing on the high banks and remembering those days, and now still, of course, with all you're doing with NASCAR and seeing it and talking about it all the time, what kinds of changes do you think are the biggest that really stick out to race fans when it comes to when you were racing versus what guys like Ryan are up to now?
Well, I think it's just the competition is greater. I mean, we talk all the time about how tough it was back in the day. It was tough. Just finishing races here at Bristol, you saw relief drivers at times because it was so hard. We didn't have quite the refined piece of machinery that these guys have today, but they are racing inches apart at Bristol. There's so many cars that can go out and win this race on Sunday afternoon. So just the intense competition from front to rear, that's probably the biggest difference. But then just how cool the cars are. I grew up a car guy, and I would take one of those new gen cars that they race on Sunday and put it in my garage and just marvel at it. The trucks are also really fun to watch, and I don't know. When I go to some races, it's just another race, but not Bristol. This will always be a special stop on the circuit for me, and a lot of fun to be here.
All right, well, it is Bristol Motor Speedway, a great weekend of racing ahead. Michael, thank you so much. Pleasure to get to talk to you.
Thanks for coming out here, heating things up.
Heating things up. We're just getting started. It is a weekend full of racing action. Of course, for more information and schedules, you can go to the website at bristolmotorspeedway.com.
Welcome back to Daytime Tri-Cities live from Bristol Motor Speedway. They're friends from Food City. Got Chef Tony Mamarella with us right now. Amy's warming her hands up before you get the grill going. She just needed to get a little warm up.
The sun is not hitting the stage yet.
It is not. We're in the shadow over here in turn 1, or turn 2.
But we are not complaining.
It's not windy and blowing sideways rain like it was
Yeah.
a few years ago. So
Yeah.
we're good.
Very happy. Yes, I'm nice and dry.
So you have some wonderful dishes, and a dish that I have never thought about doing on a flat top, and
So-
that's red beans and rice.
I tell you you all that we can do just about anything on a flat top you can do in a cast iron skillet in your house. I ain't figured out how to boil water yet, but I'm trying.
Okay, that'll be
than that-
next. I know you can do
Other
it.
than that, we can pretty much do it.
Yeah.
Fried rice is something that you do traditionally. You can
yes.
use on a flat top pretty easily.
So good.
We're going to do a similar version of that, just using red beans and rice instead.
Okay.
So
Nice.
it should be a relatively simple way. I mean, we have pre-cooked rice. It's simple. The best way to do fried rice is actually with chilled, cold, stiff rice.
Right.
When it's hot, it kind of gets really mushy.
Yep.
So these rices work perfectly for that. We put them right on a flat top. We're using seasoned beans, so that really helps us when we're at the
Oh, yeah.
racetrack and we're trying to simplify all the things that we're taking and we're using. We have some fresh green onions just because that flavor that works really well with that. And there's a whole variety of sauces and spices that you can add to these that really just makes it easy to travel with and to work, so you're not having to take your whole spice cabinet.
And what I love is, you know, when you're out here, the race fans, they love to get creative with what they're making. And so you're always kind of up in that game,
Yeah.
you know, lots of different things that you can see. You're not just going to see hamburgers, hot dogs, and steaks.
I mean, we've done hamburgers and smash burgers are really fun,
And they
but
are really great.
we try and do things as a little different as we possibly can.
Yeah. Yeah.
So how do we get started?
So I actually went ahead last night and I chopped up some peppers and onions and I marinated them fajita. The nice part about this is the longer you marinate them, the softer they're going to be,
Right.
and the less time it's actually going to take them to cook.
And I'm going to tell you something. The aroma coming out of that bag is amazing.
Ooh, it
Fantastic.
is
Yeah,
nice.
it's really good.
So we're going to actually take a little bit of them out of the bag and we're going to put them on a flat top and we're going to keep that sauce because when we add our other proteins,
Right.
we're going to use that sauce to help heat our proteins up.
Ooh, okay.
And this is just our vegetables. This
Just
is
our
peppers
vegetables.
and onions.
Peppers, onions, a little bit of garlic, and then some fajita seasoning.
there you
And
go.
really, the reason we soak them is because they soften.
Right.
So the beauty part of this is, if you have them on tomorrow, you put a lot of sauce in it. If you're going to soak them for 3 or 4 days, you would put less sauce in.
Okay.
They don't need as much sauce the longer they're going to sit in the bag because it's going to pull moisture out of the product. So it actually help keep them softer and make them more tender, easier to work with. No problems.
Love it.
Beautiful colors,
Yeah.
too.
I threw the vegetables on there first because they're probably going to take the longest and the most time, but it should help us stay consistent with it. And then as we add the protein to it, because all of our proteins are fully cooked, we're really just trying to warm those up.
Right.
Okay.
So we recently just started carrying a whole line of products. There's shredded chickens, there's a Tex-Mex, there's a seasoned, and there's a pulled rotisserie. So they're fully done for you, and the clientele that buys them is so vast, it's silly. There's a whole group of people that buy them and think, wow, I can take that home and I can make chicken salad for lunch and then I can throw some gravy in it, make chicken and dumplings for dinner.
Right.
And then there's the other side of it that's like, hey, we could throw them in peppers and onions and make our fajitas.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
it's-
I am so excited because a lot of people looking for, this is a healthier form of chicken, so many different things that you can do with it to cut out.
And you know,
that.
we talk about those shortcuts in the produce department.
We do.
These are shortcuts that'll really cut out a lot of time for you.
I know people that literally buy that and just
Yeah.
top their salads every day.
Right.
So it
Perfect.
makes it
So
super
easy.
easy.
Yeah.
So this fully cooked rice is beautiful because all you're really doing is trying to heat it up. So we'll put the rice right on the grill. We're gonna add a little tiny bit of water to it. And that water is just gonna help make a little bit of steam and it'll help bring the temperature up and make everything cook a little more evenly. I'm gonna take some green onions. You can see the rice is popping.
Right.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna put them on the back so they actually touch the grill. They'll get a little bit of color to them.
Oh, yeah.
And then we're actually gonna take our beans and we're gonna add it right to the center of it. And we'll chop and mix and stir everything all together.
Those pre-seasoned beans. Oh, that's a game changer.
I love to
Yeah.
season them and make them from scratch.
Yeah.
But when you're camping and you're at a grill and you're out
Right.
here working, sometimes the canned options are just as good, if not better, especially when it comes from the convenience side of those types
Right.
of things.
I love how everything has its own little department,
So-
every little section.
You may notice this is a slightly different grill than I normally use.
Yeah,
I've gotten a
looks
new
very
one.
nice.
This is actually a twin burner, so we can control the heat on different sides.
Oh, okay.
And we're literally just gonna mix it together and we'll start chopping and mixing and folding,
Oh, my goodness.
just like you would do in a saute pan or a skillet at the
Right.
house. We'll start incorporating all that greenery in there.
That looks good.
And then we
Tony,
have
that
some,
looks so good.
and it really isn't taking long or much.
Yeah.
It's really just a matter of mixing them together and then bringing them up to temperature.
It's exactly how we do our fried rice. It's the same kind of concept.
Same thing. And
Yep.
you know, most nationalities have some form of red beans and rice or Asian fried rice, or there's all sorts of Spanish and Latin and different styles of rice that you can do. And it really just is about the same techniques and just finding different ways to add different flavors to it.
And
Looks
the,
good,
so-
doesn't
the
it?
steam coming up, just the aromas. I mean, so nice.
It's a super easy way to work with this. It's not going to take us much longer to do. We'll
Tony,
let this get
how
hot.
excited are you about the whole flat top world? Like, I remember the old days where
Yeah.
we'd have the grill out here and you'd be, and grills are nice, but I don't think we've used a grill in many years now.
It's been a little while. The flat tops have really come a long way. It's the opportunities and the things that you can do with the flat top versus the grill are tremendously different. And there are certain flavors that you'll get off of a traditional grill or off a char grill that you can't always get exactly the same off a flat top. But with these new flat tops and the ability to get the heat really, really high on them, you can truly get the flavors and the sears and the crust very similar to the way you can.
And that flat top, when you do finish up your meal, a lot easier to clean than those grates on a grill.
A little bit of hot water on
Yeah.
it, it'll bubble off real
Right.
quick. We scrape it and it's done.
That's done.
And it's all done.
Our peppers and onions, we really don't want to cook them to death. We just want to kind of get them soft.
Okay.
So we can grab our proteins, and we'll do a few. We'll start off. We actually have a Texas seasoned,
All right.
fully seasoned, fully cooked, ready to
Look
go.
at that. Oh, that looks so good.
They're just strips of chicken. So when
Yeah.
you're doing the fajita thing, it works really well. So we're actually just going to add them right to our peppers and onions. The steam coming off of that is going to help us cook it.
Oh, yeah?
We're not trying to cook it to death. We're just trying to warm it up.
Warm it up.
Basically reheat what we're trying to do. Again, we can use a little bit of the liquid that we marinated in, or we can add some of our just plain water to it. We'll add a little bit of the Southwest one too. Again,
look at
Look
that.
at the spice blend on that.
we're just mixing
And it
flavors.
smells
It looks
good.
really good.
Again, it's all about convenience.
Those
we
are
want to
some
be.
big pieces of chicken
Yeah.
too.
That's the nice part about this is you can
Yeah.
tell that this is all real chicken.
Yeah,
So it's actually full chicken. Anybody mind shrimp?
I do not.
Oh, nice. Yes, let's throw that on there.
So we'll throw them on there too.
And those are pre-seasoned as well.
Pre-seasoned, all we have to do is warm them up.
Oh, I do love the shrimp from the meat department.
It really just makes everything we do easier when you're working with it. Now, again, I have a little bit of water. I'll add that to it, and that steam's going to work up through everything. It'll help get everything.
Well, and you talk about feeding a crowd, Tony. I mean, that's a good size.
It'll feed a whole lot of people pretty quickly. Again, I love the Blackstones and the flat tops.
Look at that.
Just because of the way they work. It won't take very long to get
All right.
everything heated through.
We'll let you go ahead and continue
Yep.
to work and heat. This will be a good time to take a quick break. Maybe do a little sampling while we're.
Absolutely do a little
Oh,
sampling. Yeah.
Chef Tony, thank you so much.
All right,
Good
we'll be
stuff.
back with more Daytime coming up in just a few moments. Welcome back to Daytime Tri-Cities. You are looking live at the top of this Blackstone Grill. Chef Tony Mammarella has it going on this morning. Look at that beautiful dish right there. Got red beans and rice, got fajitas going on.
He's doing the dance.
He's doing the spatula dance.
Yeah, look at him toss
work back
and
and forth.
turn and mixing and melding.
Oh my goodness.
Beauty of this is you can have this however you want to eat it.
You're right.
At the campground, last thing I want to do is a whole lot of dishes.
Right.
So forkless is my favorite way to do this.
Forkless, I like that.
So we have some small tortillas, but really for red beans and rice, we have our plate. We can actually split this up, and then it'll be a build your own. So
I love those green onions in there.
Yeah,
with
oh
that
yeah.
beans. It looks so
it just
good.
gives you a little bit of flavor, a little bit of extra. But we have, like I said, simple. For me, we would have our plate, and then we have some fresh little tortillas. So for these, if you want, being to have the flat
yeah,
top,
nice.
they take a few seconds to heat up on the flat top. You can actually lay them over top of whatever you're
All
doing.
right, let me do this so we can get a really good shot of that. I'm going to hold that up.
Anywhere on here, that steam is going to help soften these. It makes them a little bit easier to roll as you're trying to do it and as you kind of go.
Okay. So you just kind of cover those up and let them
A
steam.
few seconds as they steam, and then we can serve them with our stuff.
Right there.
Okay?
Just like that.
The other thing we can do with this is we can make it into a giant, as you said, nacho-style charcuterie board. So
Love
we're
that.
actually going to take some of our rice, and we're just going to sprinkle it right over top of our nachos.
Look at
Oh,
it.
that's fun.
And we're going to make a giant plate of nachos because, well, we're at the racetrack and we can.
A nacho charcuterie board.
Nacho.
No,
Nachos.
that's a bad joke. But anyway, what a great idea.
So we're gonna put
people
that on
can
there?
Just come through and just help themselves.
We're going to do the same thing with our proteins and our peppers and onions. And we're
wow.
literally building
Oh, I'm
this.
just trying not to lose anything.
Yeah, be okay.
There we go.
I think we'll be all right.
Look at those chunks of chicken.
And the shrimp. Oh my
Uh-huh.
goodness.
And I mean, a big old happy plate of nachos when you're at the racetrack.
Right?
You walk through with this little charcuterie board through the race band.
Making friends.
I mean,
So many new friends.
I'm pretty sure Waltrip was up here earlier talking about some beer that he has.
Yeah.
and,
Yes.
good way to make this work. So the nice part about it is we have some really soft quesos that come, Gordos,
Yeah.
queso
Right.
blancos. All of these melt very, very quickly. So you can add them to that hot stuff or hot proteins.
Oh,
They're actually going to
He's
melt.
wearing me out right now.
And as that melts, it's just going to run down there and make this
Oh, yeah.
giant happy mess. We can actually add sour cream to this if anybody's in the mood for sour cream.
So you're basically letting the food melt the cheese for you.
Basically, as we
Yeah.
do that, we'll do a dollop or two of sour cream on these. And we're really just trying to make this like you would do it at home. We have a giant nacho bar.
That is a mound of happiness right there.
That's what we're trying to do with that. So, fresh salsa,
Oh, look at that.
however you would make it on the plate, make it on the bar.
Right.
And then everybody can kind of come through,
And get their own.
grab a piece, grab a plate, make it work out for you.
I mean, that's at least 6 inches right there.
It's,
I mean, that's a little tower.
yeah.
Anybody like guacamole?
I
We
love
can do that
little
same thing.
guacamole right there on the top.
And it really just makes it a way that you can all kind of gather around and eat and
And
drink
enjoy.
and be merry.
Yeah.
Eat, drink, and be merry.
So-
and enjoy.
You can plate it up if you really want to plate it up.
Right.
You can make a big old pile of nacho goodness if you're in the mood. And it's all the fajita stuff. It's all the same ingredients. It all works out pretty well.
You know, we do this show twice a year, obviously,
Right.
during the race weekend, and every time you bring just a different theme, a different adventure to our plates. There are so many different options with what you're doing on that Blackstone, and when you're cooking, whether it's here at the race or you're tailgating for some other sporting event.
So breakfast, lunch, and dinner, they work really well.
Right.
There's plenty of options for it. The reason I like this more so than a grill like we were talking about earlier
Yeah.
is because that breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Right.
It's really hard to do bacon on a traditional grill.
Yeah.
It is.
It's really hard to do eggs on a traditional grill or pancakes or things like that.
Yeah.
This gives you the versatility. If you're only going to take one grill with you, it's much easier to just take this one.
And I want to remind everybody, shortcuts. If you're going to be out tailgating, you're going to be out here in a situation camping, all the shortcuts you can get at Food City will make your life a whole lot easier.
Shortcuts, the chickens, the porks, we're actually going to bring a new pork in that's going to be in that lineup.
Oh,
so
nice.
there's a pork tenderloin that's there.
Right.
And then the other thing is the meal deals. A lot of times we'll package all this stuff together. Down on the end, we have our breakfast meal deal. It's a dozen eggs, it's the Swaggerty sausage, and
Right.
the biscuits. Most of our stores, when you go in, they're all going to be in one spot. So if you're looking for something, if you're trying to figure out where it's all at, that deal's there. They even have a sign on the front that says, grab one of these, grab one of these, grab one of these.
Yeah.
Bake
Make
it
it
down and
nice and easy.
simple, good price point on it, and it really, really easy to work with.
And of course, you got Food City right over here and right over here. You
Right.
got two within just a couple miles.
Absolutely.
And the Piney Flats Food City has your smoker out there for the
Yep.
weekend.
Yep.
No, they had the
Lots
smoker
of
at the
different
one in
opportunities.
Blountville as well. We
Yep.
passed
They got
it
'em
yesterday.
both.
But they got them both. They got Q smokers at the one
It's like they knew it was race weekend.
You think they thought that through?
What weekend do we have?
Wait a minute. What a great idea.
All right, folks, we'll be back with
Very
wrapping up the show here in just a few moments. Man, we're going to dig into some of these nachos.
Need bigger napkins.
Yeah, we do.